Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
So today we're taking a virtual trip, diving into Japan. We're looking at Kanazawa, Kyoto, Nagano, and also a little side trip to Nara.
Right, and we've got these YouTube travel logs as our source material. Really vivid stuff. Yeah.
We're talking food, temples, wildlife, even those famous snow monkeys.
Uh-huh. So our mission today is sort of peel back the layers on these videos, get beyond just the surface level.
Find those really interesting bits, give you a proper taste of these places.
Yeah, see what these personal experiences tell us, maybe about, Japanese culture, daily life, different seasons, the whole picture.
Okay, let's kick things off. First stop is Kanazawa, and it starts with a bang, right? 10-course omakase at Sushi Takashima.
Oh, yeah. Sounds incredible. And omakase, well, it's where you really put your trust in the chef, don't you? They curate the whole meal for you.
Totally. And what I liked was the story about the chef. He's actually from Kanazawa.
Oh, really?
Yeah, trained there, worked elsewhere for a bit, and then came back home to open his own place.
Yeah.
There's something really nice about that homecoming feel.
Absolutely. Suggests a real connection to the local stuff, the ingredients, the traditions, and you see that personal touch in the food they described.
Like what?
Well, they mentioned fresh firefly squid, just with lemon juice. Simple.
Just letting the ingredient shine.
Exactly. Focus on quality. Then you had yellowtail, scallop sushi, classics, but, done perfectly.
Mm-hmm. But the real standout, it sounds like, was this local winter crab.
Ah, yes, the club crab. Seasonal stuff.
Right, only November, December.
Yeah.
And the chef served it mixed, said it was a specialty. What does that tell us? That focus on super seasonal things.
I mean, it's huge in Japanese cuisine, isn't it? It's all about respecting nature's rhythm, getting ingredients right at their absolute peak.
Makes it feel more special, I guess.
Totally. That limited time offer kind of elevates it. And serving it mixed probably means showing off different textures, different flavors within the crab itself.
Cool. They also raved about some sea bream with a specific sauce. Sounded rich.
Uh-huh.
And then they moved on to drinks plum sake, and then a recommendation for a clear, dry sake. Seems like a lot of thought went into the pairing.
Oh, definitely. It's like the food, the drinks follow a progression. Maybe the sweeter plum sake with richer dishes, then a dry one to cleanse the palate for the next course.
Creates a kind of harmony,
Exactly. It's all part of the whole sensory experience.
but it wasn't all high-end dining, was it?
Mm.
Afterwards, they went to an izakaya
Right, the Japanese pub experience.
for snacky stuff
Yeah.
and cold beers. Quite the contrast.
It really is, and it shows the breadth of Japanese food culture, doesn't it? You've got the artistry of omakase, really focused, and then the relaxed social vibe of the izakaya.
Yeah, winding, casual food.
Both equally important parts of the culture, really. Different ways to eat, different ways to socialize.
Okay, so moving on from the food in Kanazawa, which sounds amazing,
Yeah.
I did try to see some sights, despite some pretty rough weather, rain and snow.
Yeah, travel reality, right. You can plan all you want, but the weather does its own thing.
They mentioned historical areas, but the Samurai Quarter visit got cut short. Too cold.
Ooh, freezing. Yeah, that can happen. But hey, even a quick look gives you a feel for the place. It's history.
True. You take what you can get sometimes. They definitely made the most of Omicho Market for breakfast, though. Sounds like a seafood paradise.
Oh yeah, markets like that are fantastic. So much energy.
They tried Kanazawa oysters. One person liked the taste, but wasn't keen on the texture at first.
Ah, yeah. Oysters can be divisive like that, can't they? Texture's a big thing. Good on them for trying it anyway.
Definitely. And they didn't stop there. Found a tiny sushi place in the market.
Oh, nice.
Had a rice bowl piled high with mixed fish, horse mackerel, squid, crab, fatty salmon, tuna, and a 12-piece sushi set.
Wow, for breakfast.
Yep. With draft beers and miso soup. Talk about starting the day strong.
That really tells you something about Kanazawa's connection to the sea, doesn't it? A market like that, thriving. It's a hub.
For sure. And before leaving, they managed to walk through the tea house district, Chaya Higashi, the geisha district, even with the rain.
Ah, you can just picture it, those traditional wooden buildings.
What's the significance of districts like that?
Historically, they were the centers for high-end entertainment. Geishas performing music, dance. It was a whole refined cultural scene. Preserving them keeps a piece of that social history alive.
Right, like stepping back in time a bit. Okay, so from Kanazawa, the journey shifts inland to Kyoto.
Via the Shinkansen, the bullet train, and Thunderbird trains too.
And they had a bento box on the Shinkansen. That feels like such a classic Japan travel thing.
It really is. Bento boxes are amazing. So convenient, but also like beautifully put together.
Tells you something about Japanese efficiency and aesthetics, maybe.
Yeah, that mix of practicality and attention to detail. It's very Japanese.
So, arrival in Kyoto. First stop, an izakaya near the hotel. Naturally. And they tried takoyaki, those octopus balls. Apparently a Kyoto specialty. Or maybe more of Osaka.
It's huge in Osaka, but yeah, popular in Kyoto too. Regional specialties are a big thing.
They had it with cheap beer and kimchi.
Kimchi. Interesting. Korean influence there. Shows how cuisines mix, even in a place with strong traditions like Japan.
The next day, they decided to explore Kyoto by bike, despite it being chilly and windy.
Props to them. Dedication.
Cycled along the river path, which sounds lovely, then up to a temple on a hill.
Ah, the classic temple approach. Souvenir shops.
Yep, and places for making merit. Those offerings and prayers, what's the deeper meaning there?
It's tied into Buddhist and Shinto beliefs, showing respect, seeking blessings or good fortune from the deities or Buddhas at the temple. It's a way to connect spiritually.
This temple had something fun, a wishing machine, 3 stones.
Oh, how did that work?
You had to lift them light, medium, heavy for 3 wishes. They managed the first 2.
And wished for.
Small and medium Asahi beers, which they apparently got later that night.
Huh, brilliant. Love that. A playful way to engage with the place.
Totally. They also noticed the temple itself was built without nails.
Ah, traditional joinery. Incredible craftsmanship.
Really complex interlocking wood, right? Shows amazing skill.
Definitely. And inside, a big Buddha statue, common for major temples.
And at the bottom of the main hall, these 3 streams, Ottawa Waterfall.
Uh-huh. Each meant to grant something different.
Love, success, and longevity. People were drinking from them. You see that connection of nature and blessings a lot.
You do. Seeking well-being through these natural, sacred spots.
Navigating Kyoto by bike wasn't all smooth sailing, though. Warning about Google Maps for cycling in Japan.
Oh, really? Got them lost.
Apparently so. Bit frustrating. Good reminder that tech isn't always perfect, especially off the beaten path.
Yeah, sometimes local knowledge or even an old paper map is still the way to go.
Eventually they found their way, wandered the geisha district again, and picked a restaurant in Potocho for dinner.
Pontocha's great. Narrow alleys, loads of restaurants.
This one had a European twist, apparently. Salmon and avocado salad, chicken liver bait.
Ooh, fancy.
Grilled beef cigars with balsamic citron carbonara. With Japanese beer, of course. Shows that fusion thing happening.
For sure, Japanese chefs are brilliant at adopting and adapting international styles. They mentioned a Mediterranean place the night before, too, right? Kyoto's got a real mix.
Okay, from Kyoto, next stop, Nara. Famous for 2 things. Deer and a huge temple.
Ah, the Nara deer. They're legendary.
And apparently super tame, especially near the park entrance. You can pet them, feed them special deer crackers.
Yeah, they're considered sacred in Shinto, messengers of the gods. That's why they roam free and are so used to people. It goes back centuries.
Must be quite an experience. Though they said further into the park, the deer were more, wild acting. Less interested in the crackers.
Makes sense. Still wild animals.
Encountered some pushier ones on a hill, too. One tried to nibble a coat.
Ah, yeah, gotta remember they have their own agenda. Respect their space.
Amidst all the deer, they found a great bowl of ramen, unexpectedly, at a pottery shop.
Oh.
Rokomaya.
Oh, wow, a pottery shop ramen. That's a kind of random discovery you love when traveling. Exactly, those happy accidents. Shows the value of just exploring, being open.
The main event in Nara, though, was Tadaiji Temple. The damn old place, as they called it.
Huh, well, it is pretty ancient. 752 AD.
And it houses Japan's largest Buddha statue, with 2 big guardian statues flanking it. The scale must be incredible.
Absolutely. Building something that massive back then, it really shows the power and importance of Buddhism in Japan during the Nara period. A statement of imperial power and faith.
And here's a quirky detail. The Buddha's nostril.
Go on.
There's a hole in one of the temple pillars that's the same size. And the legend is, if you can crawl through it, you get enlightenment in your next life.
No way. Did they try it?
They did. Adds a bit of fun interaction to the history, doesn't it?
Totally. Makes
Yeah.
it more memorable.
All right, final leg of the journey. North to Nagano for the snow monkeys.
Ah, yes. Jigo Kudani Monkey Park.
Trip involved the Shinkansen again, from Ueno in Tokyo up to Nagano City, then a local train to Udanaka. Said getting tickets was easy with help.
The Shinkansen makes travel so smooth, doesn't it? Fast, efficient.
And as they went up into the mountains, the scenery just turned snowy. They sounded really excited about seeing proper snow.
Yeah, that transition can be magical, a real winter wonderland feel.
Arriving in Utanaka, stayed at a traditional ryokan, the Shibuki Hotel, looked very atmospheric in the snow.
Ryokans are a great experience.
But getting to the monkey park itself was a bit of a trek. Slippery, icy path.
Ooh, tricky.
The ryokan gave them gun boots for grip. Good thing, too. Shoes you need to be prepared for conditions.
Definitely, especially in nature. Good on the Ryokan for providing those.
But the payoff. The monkey park, the only place in the world where wild monkeys bathe in natural hot springs?
It's such a unique site, and the park's name, Chigokudani, means Hell Valley.
Right, because of the steam and rugged terrain. It's a protected area, focused on keeping it natural for the monkeys, limited feeding.
And visitor fees help fund that preservation, right? It's
Yeah.
a good example of ecotourism working.
Yeah, tourism supporting conservation directly.
And seeing those monkeys just chilling in the hot springs must be unforgettable, almost surreal.
Totally. A rare glimpse into their natural behavior.
Definitely highlights why preserving these unique spots is so important.
Back in Utanaka town, they warmed up properly with a visit to a public onsen, a hot spring bathhouse. Good for aches and pains, apparently.
Oh, perfect after an icy trek. And healing benefits are a big part of onsen culture.
They even built a snowman. But finding dinner was a challenge. Seemed like maybe places were closed for Christmas.
Ah, could be. Holiday schedules can catch you out when traveling. Always worth checking ahead if you can.
But it led to another happy accident. Found a small place near the station, Gone. Ended up having this massive, festive Christmas meal. Sushi, ramen, chicken karaage, Wagyu skewers,
Yeah.
huge beers.
Wow. Sounds like an amazing, unexpected feast. Sometimes the best moments are the spontaneous ones.
Exactly. Embracing the unexpected.
So wrapping this up, it's clear this journey covered a lot of ground, didn't it? Culturally, geographically.
Yeah, from Kanazawa's food artistry to Kyoto's temples, Nara's deer, Nagano's snow monkeys. Such variety. Each place had its own distinct character.
Despite weather issues or things being closed sometimes, they really seem to embrace it all.
Showcases the incredible diversity within Japan, really.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to a final thought for you listening. We've seen this mix of ancient traditions, like Tadaiji, and unique natural wonders, like the snow monkeys. How do you think Japan balances preserving these incredible sites with the pressures of tourism and modern development?
That's a big question. And what's our role as visitors in making sure these places survive authentically for the future?
Something to chew on. It's about appreciating these amazing places, but also thinking about our impact.
Definitely something to consider.
Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Japan.
See you next time.